Hello and welcome to MGP354. I'm Kev, and with me as ever, there's Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
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 Sheepdog sounded like Tigger there.
Did he?
A little bit, yeah.
I have been bouncing around all day. Have you?
Excellent. Exciting news, boys and girls. This is our last in-studio podcast for ages.
It is. Yeah. This is our pre-EGX episode.
It is, because we're down at EGX next Friday night. We'll be down at Comic-Con the Friday night after. So there'll be live on location podcast, not live, but they will be in a location. That's as much as I'm going to promise.
Live on a location, yes.
Yeah, they were live at the time of recording, and they will be in a place that you're not coming to. It's just us going to be there.
And there may or may not be a video version of it.
And there's every chance we won't do it at all. But all that being said,
we will, because I told them we
some
will.
Great content. Well, we'll see. You never know. Never know what might happen as the weekend takes hold. Perhaps we'll do it Friday evening.
Yeah.
Before we've been into the event.
Well, I'll have been in.
Pab can tell us about EGX.
Yeah.
And we'll just do it Friday evening as normal, so we can meet our normal release time.
Well, we could do it early Saturday morning.
To do it. We could. Are we all excited for EGX? I haven't even looked at their website. I do not know what is there.
You don't know what's there? I've had so many emails.
You don't get
emails. I get 40 emails a day from people telling me there's games.
It's madness.
I blocked them 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm in the.
I don't get their rotten emails.
I'm not, in case you're listening to this, I'm not blocking them. I read them all.
I'm reading them all, but as I said to my colleagues, oh my god, the amount of stupidly named games that are coming into my inbox today. I got an email about Kung Fu Jesus. And I was just like, yeah, these people are mad.
Well,
why do I keep getting these emails?
Put it on your list.
What, put it on my list to play it?
Play it, yeah.
Oh my word! There is a game there called Giraffe and Annika.
I know there is. I made it.
That sounds amazing.
You're going to have to play it now, aren't you?
We're both going to have to play it together. I'll play the role of Giraffe because they are my favourite beasts apart from Dave. And you can play the role of Annika. What as for that is your name?
It is.
Wouldn't it be more ironic if you played Annika?
It could be. There's one called Horace that Sheepdog can play.
Isn't that more of a Pab thing? He's a bit more of a Horace.
Am I?
Yeah.
Of course you are, Pab.
What else have we got here? No, Pab can play shock rods. That sounds like that would suit him.
I took a mouthful of drink then, but that is what we call him behind the scenes, isn't it, shock rods?
Exactly. I am looking at this thinking it's such a weird game that you play just before you go to EGX. That one's already out. That one I'm not interested in. And I'm looking down the list. We've got Third Eye. Never heard of it. Azure Reflections, never heard of it. Borderlands 3, already out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not interested, but will have a big queue. I'll give them that.
No,
that will probably
I
be
think
popular.
that's at the 25th.
There'll be a multiplayer.
We've got Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it, but if I don't like it when I'm there, I may put off getting it because of the whole, they haven't included all the Pokemon thing. It really,
Shut up, you'll be buying it. Shut up.
And you've also taken my list out of order.
Sorry, mate.
Monster. We've got Concrete Genie, never heard of.
Oh,
That came out this week.
That's really good.
Okay.
I keep telling you to play
DayZ,
it.
which didn't that come out 5 years ago?
Yeah, I got an email about that today, and I was
just
just shocked because Angry John used to be obsessed with that 6 years
When
ago.
he was on the show,
Yeah.
he was talking about that.
Yep.
Demo Reborn, never heard of. Doom Eternal.
Doom's
never
there.
heard
Okay,
of.
yeah.
Isn't that just...
It's
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
All right, yeah, I'll go and look at that.
Dragon Quest XIS Echoes of an Elusive Age.
That's out, isn't it? Yeah, that's the new one on the Switch.
Dreams, which has been at every event for the last 2 years. I'm still not really sure what
Still
it
in
is.
early
It has
access.
its own private room.
Still in early access.
FIFA 20, which has been out a month.
Maybe they'll have fixed it.
Yeah.
Gensu Skydrift, never heard of. Giraffe and Annika, which is obviously the highlight of the show. And by the way, that's on the major games. That's on the AAA list. That's not a weird little indie thing. That genuinely is something that will have a stand that we need to go and play.
How have they spelled my name?
Wrong.
Yeah.
Annika.
Yeah.
We've got Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. never heard of it. Horace, never heard of it. Indivisible, never heard of
Came
it.
out this week.
Journey to the Savage Planet, never heard of it. Layton's Mystery Journey,
Yes.
which
A new
quite
Layton
like
game.
the Professor Layton games, so I don't
Yes.
mind that. I might look at that. Luigi's Mansion 3, which
Yes.
it sounds like Nintendo.
Not out yet.
Nintendo are bringing the goods.
Yeah, they are.
Nintendo are doing their business again. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020.
That's good.
Marvel's Avengers. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
That's
go and see
Yeah,
that.
that'd be good.
Marvel's Iron Man VR.
You'll have to
which,
book an appointment for, I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm not, and that's a PlayStation thing as well. So I'm never going to get a PlayStation VR. So there's no point in me going and seeing if it's any good. Nino Kuni is there. Neo 2, No Straight Roads, Olija, Pokemon Shield, and Pokemon Sword listed separately.
That's a cheek, isn't it?
Predator Hunting Grounds, Shock Rods, Super Mario Maker 2, which has been out for like
That's out.
6 months. The Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening, which is already out. Tokyo Dark Remembrance, never heard of. And Zombie Army 4 Dead War, never heard of. That is your list
It's
of
thinking it. I'm sure Cyberpunk's
proper
there.
games.
Is that it? What is there
This
no
is a video.
Destiny?
Every video, yeah.
Cyberpunk is there as a video.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Under experiences, there are 4 experiences.
Okay.
Coca-Cola, which I've done before, and it is quite tasty.
Okay.
Cyberpunk, Death Stranding, and The Dark Room. I think
Is the
it's that
dark room
YouTube
the
thing
one
from
you
years
find
ago.
yourself in a dark room?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like that.
Oh, let's go to that.
I think we should. I'm clicking on that now and having.
I got an email
Yeah.
today saying that the Premier League trophy's there. Did anyone else get that email?
That- I mean, it's a games event. Who cares? It's probably on the FIFA stand.
Probably.
So they work with the Premier League, don't they? But
Yeah.
I genuinely couldn't give 2 hoots if the Premier League trophy's there.
No.
There's other stuff they haven't announced yet, though, I think, isn't there? They were
I
saying.
doubt it at this stage.
No, I'm sure they said on one of the things, this isn't everything, we're still...
Honest.
I mean, the thing is, we moan about this every year, but we'll go there and have a lovely time. And it'll
Oh,
be a
we
great
do, yeah.
weekend. Because I was saying to Anna earlier, I don't think I've played a game at EGX for about 4 years, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on a full weekend experience. I did 3 days in there last year and didn't play a game and loved every minute of it.
Yeah,
So
it's usually
as much
good
as I
fun,
moan
yeah.
about the lack of games there, I'm going to love the fact that it's just hanging out with a bunch of nerds, and the fact that that's moving back to London again, and the nerds are going to take over the streets. It's not like Birmingham. It's not in a service station. The cable cars are going to be full of nerds. The DLR is going to be full of nerds. You know what it's like Comic-Con weekend. Nerds are taking over London. Westfield Shopping Centre at Stratford is going to be full of nerds.
Oh, can we go to the Pokemon Centre thing?
yeah.
Of course we can,
Do right.
Sheepdog.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
Yeah.
And that's at the other Westfield, isn't it? I think that's at the one over in
No,
the
it's,
other side of London.
no, it's the one
I
that
don't-
we're at, I think, isn't it?
I don't think it's at the Stratford one. I think it's at the other one.
Is
But
it?
yes, we can absolutely.
Oh, we're
go
doing
over
that
there.
then.
I'll be a
Yeah,
good
of
boy
course
and
we're doing
everything,
that.
if you promise.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be
Well,
good.
Kevin won't be with us, so what does it matter?
Kevin will be with us, Anna.
In spirit, in our hearts.
Kevin will be with us all weekend.
Yes, he will. But yeah, apparently because it's down there, they're putting events on in game and all sorts of stuff. So I'm hoping that'll be good. What was I going to say? The reason going back because I was told to stop talking about Pokemon Shield for a moment. The reason I'm slightly put off by it is because I feel scorned, Pab. That was my reason. I mentioned last week that since was it 2 p.m. last week, I'd been watching the live stream, the 24-hour feed,
Yeah.
and I had it on during the show. I had it on after the show. I got up and put it on. I watched the football whilst watching it, and they didn't show anything, Pab. They showed a Galarian Ponyta from various angles and hints, and then it was all other stuff that was already in the game. So, like, when it came on the screen, this other Pokemon wandered in front of it, so you only saw it for a second. And because I wasn't just looking directly at it all the time, I was treating it like a game of cricket. I just kept glancing at it for updates, and I kept missing it, and then going on Twitter and seeing I'd missed a little 2-second blip. So I worked out that of the 24 hours worth of stream, there was something like 2.5 minutes worth of actual content, not even that. And I missed most of it. I think I saw 2 bits live, and it was for Epoxy Pokemon that is just it's Ponyta from Gen 1, just with a different type. And I just thought, you morons, you spent 24 hours hyping that one thing up. Like, what are you doing? And so I am at a little bit of a... I know I'll enjoy the game, and I know my son wants it, and I know that it's Pokemon, so it's what I'm all about. But they just can't stop losing at the moment. They just keep making decisions that feel like they're winding everybody up, and I wasn't alone in that. 24 hours just to show one Pokemon for less than... Well, that specific Pokemon was on there for less than 30 seconds. Just seems unnecessarily mean. Do you know what I mean?
Well...
I would like to apologise to the listeners that the snoring is a dog. I can hear him through my earphones.
I'm not that boring.
No, it's a dog. He's fast asleep.
But no, so I'm a little bit like, they just seem to be making weird choices. And I imagine I wasn't sure about Pokemon Let's Go, and then I went into EGX last year and had a go on it. And do you remember I queued for ages? It's like I made a beeline for it, and then was like, this is really cool. So maybe when I get there and I get to make a curry and fill the curry Pokedex and meet the teapot Pokemon, maybe I'll be just like, actually, yeah, this is cool, but I don't know. I'm just...
Yeah, you will. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Pokemon, let's be honest. They're not making that radical of changes, let's be fair.
But they are, that's the weird thing. They're doing loads of things.
Radical of changes. They're not.
They are.
It's still Pokemon in the grand scheme of things.
I was intrigued earlier that they're giving the Pokemon jobs in the game.
About time.
I don't know what that means.
Get
like
a job.
Flintstones times. Yeah, that's it. That's what I thought. But I just really, really want them to announce that everyone being annoyed about them taking out all the Pokemon is something they've reversed, but they're not going to do that. I don't even... At this point, I think I just don't even know why I particularly want it, other than I quite like the... just trying to have them all.
I think they might do like they've done in Pokemon Go, where they just slowly release more out into the game over time.
But if they're going to do that, say it at this point. At this point, people are constantly
because they've already they've done too much damage as it is now, so you might as well just back up a bit.
I thought they were following the tactic that like the Sonic movie followed and things like that, where they go, okay, we've heard you, we've gone back to the drawing board, we've done what you want, this is your game, and everyone feels like they made a difference when actually they were probably doing it all along. But if that's their plan, they're leaving it really fine to actually announce it. I was hoping they'd say, we're going to release it in February, and then it means, okay, after 3 months I probably won't be playing it, so that gives me a perfect excuse to get back in it. I like handing it off to Ollie and going, fill this up for me, and he just goes off and grinds, but we won't be able to do that if he can't if he hasn't got anything to grind through. But I don't know, I just feel like, the 24-hour stream last week, I was well hyped for it. Like, I talked about it on the show. I even mentioned it at work. I had it on my phone while I was working. And I thought, this is such a cool idea. It was such a great idea to release stuff, to hype up an event. I thought, no, they do get it. They are making an effort. And then it feels like the idea department went, we want to do this, it's going to be cracking. And then the people who are asked to actually go and make it just thought, I can't be bothered. Yeah, I'll just have this run around for a bit. There weren't many people who were up for it. Like, if I looked on Reddit and Twitter, people were just whinging, which I know is all that Reddit and Twitter ever do, but there's a lot of moaning. But yeah, I reckon that alone is worth me. I mean, I'm excited about EGX this year. It's been ages since we've gone to an event together, but I'm excited about going to that.
Was it?
I'm going to make a beeline for that.
Has it been that long?
Yeah,
I don't think
Sheepdog doesn't turn up to stuff anymore.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think I've been to an event with you this year, have I?
No, not since EGX last year, I don't think.
MGPX is the only time I've seen you in 2019, I think, Pab.
Yeah, I remember now.
It's been a good year, hasn't it, Pab?
Yeah.
Kev sees me because he's always shouting "nerd" out the window at me and stuff.
I haven't done that for a little while.
Every time I
think
get
you stopped
petrol,
leaving your
I look
house.
around for you now because you're going Sheepdog, Sheepdog, and I can't see you because I'm in the
hardly
petrol
ever
pumps.
do that.
You do it often enough that it unsettles me. Every time I'm down the pasta aisle in Tesco's, I think, where is he? He's always down here.
I like to touch the pasta.
Because he's not.
It's you or
allowed
your
to
dad.
eat
I've not seen your family in Tesco's for a while, actually. Have you started shopping somewhere else?
They have stickers at Sainsbury's. Read into that what you will.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Interesting.
So, video games. I guess we kind of talked about some already, accidentally. I haven't asked you all how your weeks have been. We can only assume I don't care this week, I guess. But video games. Has anyone got anything exciting and new from the video gaming world that they have played this week? Or is it all down to Kev as usual?
Not new. Ni no Kuni, still enjoying it. goose game, still amazing.
You've not finished that yet?
My son started the game and
Right.
has been playing it more than me, and I haven't been able to get it off him. But I've said last week, a friend of mine sent me the video that shows how you can complete it in 2 minutes and all of that. So I feel like he kind of spoilt the ending for me a little bit, but I will play it and get it through. It's been entertaining. The kids, as I say, while I've not had to then watch them. One thing I did get, actually, I don't remember talking about this before, but I messaged you about it in the week, Kev. The Pixelmon mod for Minecraft. Ollie asked me for it, and I was like, "Yeah, of course I'll get it for you." Sat down at my laptop to get it for him, and just weirdly, I already had it. It was already installed, and I was just like, "Oh, I've already installed it. Here you go." And he was playing that, and he thinks it's the best thing in the universe. It's combined Minecraft and Pokemon. He's blown away. I was ill very quickly. I think I played it for like 15 minutes with him, and it ruined my vlog. It ruined my evening. It ruined me. I was still feeling sick this morning from it, and I can't believe how ill that game makes me. But he caught like 50 Pokemon while he was playing it. He was really enjoying it. People should check that out because it's easy to install. It's a great mod. It's easy to get.
I'm surprised it's still available because I thought Nintendo had them take it down.
I thought they had as well, but there's an official site and everything, so I'm guessing, and again, I don't know how much further to say on the matter, I'm guessing that somebody's made peace with it because it is literally everywhere. Like, it wasn't hard to look onto at all. It's being updated. If someone should be stopping it, they haven't been. So it's on YouTube everywhere as well, and I don't know how that would work. That's how Ollie knew about it. He watches it on YouTube when we allow him on there. You know, I'd assume that if it wasn't allowed, they wouldn't be allowed to make videos, would they?
I don't know, because I mean,
who's going to stop them making videos?
Well, the Roblox ones ended. Roblox shut down their mod, and Ollie was gutted about that because the day he found out about it was the day it shut down. It was like, no.
Did people stop making videos for it then immediately?
They did instantly. They got shut down. They stopped making videos, so all the videos just tapered off on that. But this one's just going and going and going. It's a great mod. Like, they've added in the PC so you can store your Pokemon, all the different balls, the healing machines. You can carry around a healing machine. If I press E, it lets me build whatever I want. It's like it's in creative mode still. So I just gave him unlimited Master Balls to make it a bit easier for him. But you could just roam around in the Minecraft world, and if you go to a volcano, there'll be fire Pokemon. If you go into an icy area, there'll be ice Pokemon. It's very thoroughly made. I slightly wondered whether they looked at it and just thought, Jesus, that's a lot of work. Maybe we shouldn't shut them down. It's very cool. I recommend it. If you, I meant to say if I wasn't, I said to Kev, if I wasn't so sick from it, I'd have made videos, but it killed me. The first thing I thought when I loaded it up was, this could get me into making Minecraft videos, and then I was just vertical, and I couldn't even speak. I was trying to do my vlog and I kept losing my train of thought. Just thinking about it's making me feel a bit ill, actually. But if I could stomach it, Kev said I should take travel sick tablets and make videos with it. But I just don't think.
I agree. He sounds very wise, this Kev you speak of.
Yeah, Pab should do it and then make millions, and then he can thank me in his Nobel Peace Prize speech.
No.
Yeah, Pab.
No, not me.
You love a bit of Minecraft.
Yeah. Kinda.
Well, I like Minecraft.
I've
been playing Minecraft still.
Bet you have.
Minecraft, Football Manager, and FIFA. It's all I do now. Would you like to know about any of them this week?
Which one? I'm quite enjoying. So me talking about Pokemon's thing about their marketing the other day and their 24-hour stream. Quite enjoying how Miles is doing that daily poll. What feature would you like to learn about today? One reason I'm enjoying it is because I've managed to pick the majority one every time, which shows that I am completely in tune with the FM community. But also, the features do sound... you made me laugh because the one that you were amazed about has been in the game for ages. But it's been entertaining following him on that. I think that's quite a clever little thing he's been doing. And it shows what a lot of cool things are adding in.
It is getting very exciting. We're getting closer.
What's the release date for the new one?
Nobody knows.
Oh, of course, you said that before because of Stadia.
November. There was a tweet earlier on suggesting they will announce the release date early next week.
I could just ask Dom. I bet he'd tell me.
Exactly.
Maybe I will.
I think I know when it is. Not that I've got any inside information, but I am expecting it on the 8th of November. That is, and if I had any inside information, I wouldn't have given a date because they'd stop letting me have it. So there's your proof that I don't have any inside information. But I'm expecting it then because that tallies up with the same weekend it was last year, and it just makes sense that that would be their weekend that they want to release it every year. So I'm basing it entirely on that.
I'm surprised Google aren't at EGX. Why aren't they there?
Because they've got bigger fish to fry.
What, than releasing a gaming platform at a big gaming event?
Is it a big gaming event though? I still don't really understand what EGX is anymore.
Yeah,
it's not
E3 or
it's not somewhere
Gamescom.
where you go and launch games and consoles. I don't think. I think even as far as UK events go, Insomnia is more that than EGX is now. EGX is very much your big mainstream consumer event of this is what's gone on in games in the last year, not this is what's coming in the next year, because so much of what's there is already out.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, then London Comic Con, you think would be another one where they could have had something, because that would have been that. Comic Con's got a bigger ring to it, isn't it? Really, but then I suppose if you were going to do a Comic Con, San Diego or something would be the one, wouldn't it? But I'm just surprised they've not got any kind of stamp at any of these things, just to say, oh yeah.
I imagine they're doing their own Google event. They probably think they're big enough to not have to go to other events. They'll just do it Apple style and do their own conference.
Oh, I'm
the
not
day
sure
it
if
comes
Google
out.
have got the household name of Apple, Kev.
Wow.
But everyone uses Google every day.
That was my joke, Anna.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean that to be. If you were Pab, I'd have slapped you into next Wednesday, but let's be more polite to you.
Oh.
So, Ultimate Team's good. I've been playing a lot of FIFA.
I'm surprised. This is the longest you've played a FIFA in ages.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying Ultimate Team. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he doesn't come to bed anymore.
Hang on. Have you done your trial yet?
Yeah, I've bought the game.
What?
I have bought FIFA this year for the first time in like 3 years.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, finished the trial, was really enjoying it, so bought the game.
And has it on his phone and has to open it every day to get a new pack.
Yeah, I have to open the app to get my pack.
Yeah.
My freebie pack for logging in. And
that's clever.
Yeah, it's just lots of fun. It scratches my collecting itch. And I think the fact that it is a little bit broken this year actually is helping me out a little bit, because the big thing everyone's moaning about is no one can defend. Well, I've never been able to defend, so for me, it's leveled the playing field a little bit. So I can go online. I won a game 8-6 online earlier today. It was brilliant.
Oh, you've been playing it today, have you? Oh, I work all the time.
It's like playing FIFA in like the 90s again, when
it was
just
good.
Really run. Yeah, it's basketball. Up one end, score. Up the other end, score. It's awesome. But everyone hates that. They're moaning about it. But for me, that's awesome. If you miss just being able to score goals,
you got to be good at games, and that games are all about being good at it. And those people are boring. They're actually just sports people who like to play games in their spare time. Not gamers.
If you miss FIFA from the days where you could just pick it up and score 6 goals in a match and it's just fun, I think that's what it is this year. It's just fun again, which is for me is a pleasant departure from where it's been for many, many years, where it's been notorious for punishing anybody who doesn't spend all day every day playing it. But
now they're getting you to log into an app every day to claim players to build your team. At what point are they going to take our ludicrous idea of FIFA Go and you're just going around catching hurricanes in the wild and playing football with them? Because I still think that's a winner.
They should get on that, shouldn't they? Perhaps you should suggest that to Sports Interactive. Football Manager Go. It would even fit better in Football Manager, because then you don't need to figure out a way to let them play the games.
Yeah, no, I thought it would get people buying the game and it would hook it in, but you're right, it would only be an add-on, whereas Football Manager Go, you just kind of manage them. They all should just pay me for ideas. I'm an ideas man, essentially. I was telling everyone at work the other day how Pokemon Go was my idea and that I've got the essay from 7 years ago to prove it, and how everyone at uni just told me to shut up and stop with my nonsense.
That was our standard response any time you spoke, though. How are we to know there was one good idea in there?
So much technology has come from my ramblings. It depresses me that I didn't have loads of money to just... If I'd have had...
If you actually have the essay with a date on it, you really should sue them and take their money and then get banned from the game.
I'll have a look through my my pen drive somewhere. If I find it in a drawer. It's probably in the same drawer as my hard drive with 4 Bitcoin on it.
Is it worth suing them, knowing that they'll immediately block your account and you won't be able to play anymore?
I'd just start a new account, I think. I'd just use Ollie's account. He's got the same stuff I have. He gets more shinies than I do because they keep giving him shinies whenever he logs in.
Because he's not claiming he invented the game.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but no, if I can find that document, that'd be great.
Splendid. Pab, what have you been up to this week?
Okay, so I
Can't say nothing.
Sorry?
I said you can say nothing because you paused for a while. But go on, mate.
I had to think. So I've continued to play Apex this week with the Season 3. I'm getting there with it now. Last week I wasn't keen because it's all new and I just mastered the other map. I just got to where I know where things are in the other map, and then they take it away from me and give me a new one to learn. And I didn't like it last week particularly. We've got a few wins under our belt now, and getting there. Slow progress. Challenges continue to keep coming week after week. Dailies keep coming. Halloween event starts on Tuesday of next week, where ironically they bring the old map back.
And the one you just mastered.
The one I've just learned how to do, and now I'm trying to learn the other one. Go back to the old one, but this time it's in the dark.
Oh, nice!
So,
there you go.
So I'm playing nighttime map. So I'm interested to see how you go, and you've got all the Halloween themed skins and what have you. So it should be fun. We'll go into that next week and see where we stand with that. The only other thing that I've played this week, and I've hammered this week, is Borderlands 3, and I've finished it. It's done.
Before I know.
I know. I'm
started
surprised.
Again with new characters 50 times.
Probably.
I haven't played it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No way. I suppose you've been busy with uni and all the burgle burns.
Yeah.
Not at time.
Yeah. It's one of them games I don't necessarily think I'd have finished if I wasn't playing it with someone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the game. I don't think I'd enjoy it half as much if I was playing it alone. The game's fine itself, but I think there's so much more enjoyment in playing with people.
It's just designed for co-op.
I feel like it is. I feel like the bosses and the bigger enemies and what have you just would take a real amount of time if you just do it on your own.
Yeah.
It's just like, and it's good to have a foil of someone who can take the enemy away from you while you regain your health or what have you. If you go down and you're dead, you got to like respawn. I mean, I died on the last boss, and it was a stupid amount of money to respawn. It was like nearly 100 grand.
Basically like 10. I think it's 10% of whatever's in your account.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Right, well there you go. Maybe that's because they had a lot of money, but it was like nearly 100 grand. I was like, wow, that's an insane. I was like, I cannot die again. This cannot happen. But yeah, there's some fun bits in it. The end credits, I was mouth open. Oh my god, not in a good way.
Wow.
Not in it. It was like, I don't know whether I should.
What would offend the mighty Hot Rod or whatever we were calling you from before?
Hot Rod.
That's what we're calling you.
The choice. It was
I
the
can't
choice
remember
of
what the word was.
I'll say is the choice of song at the end. The end credits. I was like, really? Are we doing this? Okay. I was like, wow. I was stunned at this. I was like, wow, okay.
It's not Cliff Richard, is it?
No. Cliff Richard, yeah. I don't think Gearbox knows who Cliff Richard is. There was a point in the week where I thought, this isn't happening, because I was like, I want to push to have this finished for next week's podcast. And the guy who was playing it was like, okay, right, we can do that. And like I say, I've hammered it this week. And it got to about Wednesday, and I said, and there's a point where in the game where you think you're finishing and you're not finishing. And I got there, and then it's just a whole new map, and I'm like, oh my god, we ain't finishing this, because I feel like about halfway through the game, the missions, like the main quest missions, are over an hour. That an hour-long quest, and like, so I found myself doing like one main quest a night with like odd side quests in it, and it just took forever, and I was just like thinking, this isn't going to happen, and then towards the end, we kind of got past that like sort of fake ending, and we just went. It just kind of all came together right at the end. It just went boom, 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 and we're at the end. And yeah, we can go back in now and do the side quests. There was a huge point last weekend we were playing, and I read up somewhere because there's like a bug at certain points where you, like, for example, you go back to Pandora at some point for the first planet you go to. You go back there, and we were like mid to high 30s level, right. But our side quests that we were taking there were like level 24 and 25.
Yep.
And so there was a bug where, so we were getting, so every weapon, so it's still like the area, because every weapon we're picking up were worth like $600. At this stage, we're not picking up anything that's not worth more than $3,000, because it's not worth your time. No. So it's just, we were like, this is just ruining the game now, because you can't play the game because it counts for XP as well, so you're getting like next to no XP for doing the quests. No loot. There's no loot to pick up, and like I said, you one-shotting enemies because they're all such a low level. There's no fun in it. So we kind of just abandoned all the side quests on Pandora and just kind of powered through the Pandora quests to get off of the planet again. And it did eventually right itself. To be fair, it wasn't an issue again.
Did you do any of the side quests when you were there the first time though?
Yeah. Well, okay. even at that point, you wouldn't have been 25, 26 at that point.
No, but they scale with you.
Oh yeah, no, but it was. You're in areas that you wouldn't have gone to unless, because like the main story pushes you to different areas of Pandora. Right. Okay. So you wouldn't go back to the same areas. It pushes you through like to different zones, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
So you don't. So you wouldn't have been to these areas earlier on, and they were just, like I say, they were just such low level enemies. And like at this point, there was 3 of us playing. So these enemies like were just literally getting one shot and dead, and we're just clearing out enemies in like 5 seconds. But then you go and pick up the loot, and it's like you've got a purple gun and it's worth $700. You're like, if I was playing this with real level characters, this would be worth $5,000 minimum.
Yeah. And
you need that money to upgrade the backpack. I think my backpack is now. My next upgrade for the backpack is the gold. Is the final upgrade, I think, and it's worth 2-point-something million. So I won't be doing it. I won't be doing that. But I've got a couple of weeks off now with Borderlands. Now I've finished it, because there is now.
Well, I know the whole. You do Guardian, don't you?
There's hard mode basically. Yeah. There's like a hard mode thing that you get to play and it has but there is a Halloween event coming up in a couple of weeks. Is it? They're ramping up with different things going on week by week up to
this week. If you go and kill bosses, they drop better loot apparently. This week.
Yeah, there's rarer spawns or something like that going on, or something like that. And then there's something else next week, and then the week after, I think it is the week where the Halloween event, that is the in-world event that's going on. So, I'll go back for that, and then it'll be DLC. It'll be DLC. I don't know when that's coming. I don't know if there is a season pass, isn't it? There's got to be.
Yeah, I've got it.
Is it Is like a schedule of when stuff is?
It doesn't tell you. No, nothing. I just know that there is
it's
one
coming.
because I have
Right.
it. Yeah.
I'll get it. I will probably get it because, like I say, I enjoyed my time with it, but I just don't necessarily think. I think I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than 2.
Mhm.
But I don't know if it's just me like nostalgia thinking of like how much I enjoyed Borderlands 2. But I feel like this wrapped up rather quickly. I feel like it was over and done with real quick. Like, it feels shorter. I don't know if that's just me imagining it, and feel like that I played Borderlands 2 for hours and hours on end. But yeah, I feel like I've just wrapped this game up pretty quick. I feel like I've probably done 30 hours maybe, and I feel like I put probably.
You are playing with people, whereas
but I feel like I played with people for 2, and I feel like I played about at least 60 hours, probably more for Borderlands 2. I don't know if it's just me imagining it, and it probably could be. I probably didn't play anywhere near as much of that of Borderlands 2, but yeah, Borderlands 3 is a good game. A good game to say. It's not a bad game at all. Yeah, I will. I'll see what it's like in a few weeks when I get to have a break now and proper get stuck into Apex Season 3 and other things. I want to finish Control this weekend. That's my aim. My aim is to finish Control this weekend. I feel like I'm close to the end. I don't know if I've talked about that last week, that I got to a certain point where it feels like it's go time now. It's now it's like end game sort of period now. So I'm ready to do. I want to get that done this weekend before EGX. So yeah, but that is it. That is all I've played.
Well, there we have it. Any more, or is this the shortest podcast we've done in the history of the world?
I played about an hour of Assassin's Creed, and that's
all. Oh, I did play that. You inspired me last week, Anna. You inspired me to do that last week. I was like, you know what? I just want to go in and play Assassin's Creed, and it loaded me up, right outside a massive fortress. Yeah. And I went, this is where I got to it in the game last time, and I went, I will play you next time because that is huge. And I spent probably about an hour, and all I did was that fortress. I did the entire fortress, and it went, come back and claim the reward. So I went all the way back across the map to the mission giver, give it to him, and saved it and turned it off. I was like, yep, I'm happy now.
Oh god, my god, my words aren't coming out. There is like an upgrade that I have found, but it's easy to get. But basically, if you assassinate someone, they disappear. I love that power. I love it so much, especially
if you assassinate someone, they disappear.
Yeah, you assassinate. As long as you assassinate them and sneak up on them, they disappear.
They disappear.
Yep, they just.
Is that part of the skill
out.
tree?
Yeah, it's on one of the skill trees. It's not that hard to get. And ever since I did that, I love doing fortresses because they just disappear. So when they're walking around and scanning the place, they don't find them because they are gone.
Oh, see, I like leaving them there anyway because I like it when they see someone and they go, "Hey, what's going on here?" And they come running over and then they don't realise I'm stood on top, just dropping on them every time. So I drop down and kill that one, and then someone else comes along and sees them. So I've set myself back up on top of the perch and go, right, here we go, and drop on another one and kill them. And just keep drop killing all these enemies.
I find it faster because they disappear, so you can quickly go on to the next one and kill them.
Yeah, that does sound good. To be fair, that does sound good. Like I say, because
it's so easy to do. It's it's not that hard to get, and I think you can respec. I'm not sure.
Probably.
But I love that power. Like it's making it faster. Do you know what I mean? Because I haven't got the time at the moment, so it's making it. I can go to a fortress, go do it quickly, and then just go on my merry way. Yeah, I love that power. That's excellent.
That game is
massive.
That's the thing that kind of overwhelms me. Is like
it is massive.
I don't. It's just bombards you with side quests and main quests.
It's bigger than Odyssey.
Yo, it is. Yeah, definitely. Origins.
Yeah, is it Origins? It's one of them.
Origins is the one before it. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that came before It's so much bigger. Like I looked sometimes, it's like 37 hours. I'm like, that's not a long time, but it feels a long time. It's weird, but yeah,
definitely.
Just that's the only thing I've got going. I'm waiting for. What am I waiting for? The Outer Worlds. I'm gonna got that pre-ordered. I've not watched anything of it. I keep away from things like that because I get burnt.
Yeah, like I said to you before the show, I was giddy when I saw it. It was saying it's coming out on Game Pass. I was like, what?
Did you not know that?
No, well, they announced it was coming out on PC Game Pass, and that's the one I've got Ultimate at the minute, but it runs out in November, and I'll continue with the PC one because it's cheaper. And I'm going to use PC Game Pass. So I was like, I don't have to buy it now. That is, I can actually play this and just without any worry of having to pay for it. It's a really good. Like I say, Game Pass is just such a good deal.
I just prefer to play on the PlayStation because my PlayStation is a Pro, and we've only got an S, and I think I find it clunky. Whereas the Pro is a bit more.
Yeah, a bit more. So you're not wrong.
But Game Pass is such a good deal. But multi-platform games I will always get on my Pro because I paid that amount of money to play a better, from my opinion, a better way of playing because I just don't like the. What is it called? When you turn it on and it takes forever, and then you've got that screen and that takes forever. Because I prefer
the splash screen.
Yeah, I can't do it because we turn the Xbox on, and it takes forever.
Oh, the boot sequence takes forever. Yeah. Yeah. Even the X isn't better. It's insane. The X takes just
weird.
as long.
Like, is that just so that they can clunk away in the background while you're looking at something? Because it doesn't.
I honestly don't know. Like I say,
I'd rather it just said, "Look, we're trying to clunk away in the background."
You think the X would have had it sorted, but no, not really. It's pretty much exactly the same. But there is supposed to be a massive overhaul of the whole dashboard setup. It's in the preview program now, whether it is for the Xbox. So
how do I get on that? I want to get rid of my dashboard. I want the old one from the 360 back.
Just Google it, Sheepdog. I think it's not even hard to get on. I think I was on it for a while, and I just came out of it because it doesn't make things unstable, but it potentially does because you're in beta testing out software. So
you reminded me of two things. In fact, a third thing. That's why I have played more games this week. I played Plants vs Zombies on Origin for like a whole day.
The original?
Earlier in the week. Yeah,
I love that game.
Ollie loves it, and I said I'd help him set it up, and then I didn't let him have a go. I just sat there playing it, and he kept telling me what to do. But I was just like, I love this game. And then we were playing Marvel Avengers, so not the Lego Marvel game, the original one, the Avengers one that follows the story of the films. Although it keeps skipping the bloody film parts, so I'm trying to guess where we are in the story based on the scenes. But some of that's bloody hard work. There was a bit where Captain America had to break some guns, and it was giving you nothing. You know, like when I played the other game on Twitch. And you were all getting annoyed at me because I didn't know what to do. This one was like Iron Man's flying around the outside and Captain America's just got to go break guns.
Yep.
And I was running around that room for ages to the point where I started getting sick because I couldn't figure out what to do and the repetition was just killing me. I finally figured it out and calmed down a bit from the feeling ill, but we didn't play it for much longer after that because it was killing me. But he's into all these Lego games suddenly now, so I'm trying to just let him do them. But this is particularly harder than the other ones seem to be. But what you reminded me was he was also looking at the Game Pass. I didn't realise it still had the £1 offer. I thought that had came and gone. So now I'm just sat there thinking, can I justify buying like as long as possible, or do I just do what I can afford now and see if I use it? And I feel like I'm in a right quandary. I don't want to wait till Christmas and then lose the £1 offer. But I was thinking Christmas I could ask for like a couple of years worth of credit or something. I know I'm a grown adult and I could just do it, but I haven't really got the.
I also don't know whether they still continue in that like what is it the
it's just an early adoption offer, isn't it?
Well, the pound thing is, but I don't know whether it counts. You know, where you buy 3 years worth of Xbox Live and the Xbox Ultimate Pass.
3 years is the limit. I was looking into it.
Yeah, but I don't know whether that like loophole is still available.
Oh, it seemed to be.
Possibly. I know they said yeah, okay, go on then, but I don't know if they said like we're only doing it up until this date because we've seen that it's a loophole, and fair enough, we're going to allow it, but only up until this date, maybe.
I don't even know how much cheaper it actually is. To be fair, I just know.
Oh, it is. It's massive. It's a good deal if you especially if you were already buying Xbox Live. Then yeah, it kind of pays for itself. Yeah.
Because the reason I looked at it in the first place was he wanted to play Roblox, and I forgot, I need Xbox Live, and then it was like, yeah, just pay £1 for this, and I thought, I always hit this block, and I'm like, how long do I want? And I don't want to waste my one opportunity.
Yeah.
I almost wish it weren't there, and I'd have just gone, yeah, go on, tenner or whatever, and had it for a month and never updated it. But maybe I just need to look at what I can do now and do that, like 3 months or something, and just do it. If I get really into it, it'll be worth getting, won't it? It seems like a bargain either way, but if I don't get really into it, then meh, you know.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Splendid. Are we done? I think we're done. I feel like we're done.
Oh, they've released all the information about the PlayStation 5, haven't they? I don't know what's coming, but I know it's coming next year. So
Have you seen the dev kit on that? It looks well weird, doesn't it? It looks like a dinghy.
But yeah, that's on its way. So I'm happy, Kevin. Get your wallet out because I need one.
My wallet is always out.
Yeah, for me because I want one. But yeah, that's coming.
As I said to Sheepdog, when they're available for pre-order, I'll probably order 2. So that we don't have to fight about it on the day it comes out. I'll just put one straight out here, plugged into my PC.
Yeah.
So that I don't have to.
Yeah, and you have to wait for me to come home. You're not allowed to play on it if I'm not here because you made me wait all them years, all day, just sitting there going, Kevin, come home, and you made me wait, so you have to wait too.
You'll be too busy solving crime scene burgle burns by then. You'll be texting Kev going, I'm not going to be home. There's been a massive spate of burgle burns across Lincolnshire and you're going to have to hold fire.
Lincolnshire?
Well, alright, London, wherever you're going to live.
London. I'll be like you then, like with your accent.
I can't wait till your accents change and suddenly I'm the one with the... Start saying grass and last and pass.
Why would my accent change? Wherever I live, I'm not going to leave the house, am I? I'm just going to sit there talking to the internet the way I do now.
People don't often... I mean, I think it comes out more when I talk to you because I'm more relaxed, but when I'm being formal, people don't know that I'm from Essex. Or they claim not to, at least. So your accent will change to where you live. You become more London.
Yeah. I didn't really...
You're less Nottingham than you were when we first knew you. So don't even pretend. You'll be very London in a couple of years' time.
It's weird,
Up
though.
the apples and pears.
It's weird how you can...
You're all right, geezers.
Change.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to start the podcast. The moment.
Hello, geezers, and welcome to MGP.
Am I going to Australia?
G'day,
mate. Welcome to MGP.
God.
Right, we've got Twitter and Facebook and all sorts of other places. Don't follow us on Twitter, but you can follow me at Lelujo.
And I'm at RB6K.
I'm at Mr. Lelujo.
And I'm at Pab 1986.
If you are going to be at EGX or Comic-Con over the next couple of weeks, hunt us down. We're not going to tell you where we are. Just come and find us. Come and search for us, and particularly hunt out Sheepdog. I'm putting a bounty on Sheepdog's head for the weekend. I'm going to have a pack of squashies in my man bag, and everybody who finds Sheepdog can have a squashie.
What's a squashy?
The little drumstick squashies.
Oh, right, yeah.
Little chewy sweets. Just one squash. You're going to have to put your hand in the bag other people have had their hands in. But yeah, if you find Sheepdog, you get a squashy. That's the bounty on his head.
Does it count for me?
You will get... Each person is allowed one, so you will have one squashy when you first find him.
Can I find myself?
Yeah, if you want to go on a journey of discovery, you go for it.
Maybe I will.
See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.